Okay, well, welcome back, students. We are continuing our work on foundation level Leaving Certificate Maths, and we're doing the 2020 paper. We're going to go to question 1. Okay, so as always, we're going to read the question carefully for understanding. So please read along with me now while we go through this. So there are 3 prizes to be won in a raffle. The first prize is 2,500. The second prize is 1,000, and the third prize is 500. Now, that's not the only number. There's another one here. The total printing cost is 400. Okay, so I've left the numbers that are involved unhighlighted in a way that brings our attention to them. Now it says here, find the total cost of running this raffle. Okay, so in words, the total cost is the first prize plus the second prize plus the third prize plus the printing costs. I'm just going to write down the numbers. So we're summing up the costs. And after we put them in a calculator, we get 4,400. And that's the answer. Okay? Pushing on. A ticket in the raffle costs €10. Find the number of tickets that must be sold in order to make a profit of €5,000. So there's only 2 numbers in this question, but we need to use another number as well. I hope you understand, because making a profit of 5,500 also involves covering your costs from the previous question. And if it's €10 per ticket, we're going to have to cover the money by dividing in 10. So let's look how we could do that. Let's make a fraction bar. You've got your 4,400 plus your 5,000 profit, all over 10. That'll give us the answer, and directly in your calculator that comes out at 940. Okay. But if you're curious and you want to know the total cost, you could do this as 9,400 over 10. Either way, they're both correct. Okay. We'll push on. So much reading, isn't there, in these? They can't just give you the sum to do. You have to read the question and read the question for understanding, and then come up with a strategy. So let's see what we can do here. Chris needs to buy oil for his lawnmower. In a shop, there is a 2-litre container of oil, A, for sale at €5.50. Also in the shop, there's a 0.5-litre container of oil, B, and that's selling for €4.49. But there's another bit. This oil is on special offer, so that if he buys 2.5 litres containers of oil, he will get a 15% discount. And in the question, and very important that we look for, what's the question? What is the price per litre of oil in each case? So it's the unit price of 1 litre. So how will we get 1 litre if we know what the price of 2 litres are? We will divide by 2. Okay, so we've 1550 divided by 2 is 7.75 for oil A. Now in the case of B, we have 2 things to consider. we have to scale it using the ratio, or scale it to 1 litre, which is to double, and we have to apply the discount. Now let's talk about the discount first. There's a discount of 15%. You normally pay 100%, but you can subtract the discount. And if you do that in advance, you learn that there's 85% to be paid. And that allows us to do the question directly rather than indirectly through subtraction later on. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take into account the ratio or the scaling to bring it up to 2, to bring it up to a litre. We're going to take the unit cost, which is 4.49, and we're going to take the discount into account by scaling it, by factoring that in. So we factored in the number of units, the unit price, and the discount factor. So the discount factor in this case is 85%. And we multiply them together and we get 763. And I just put money on them in case it would have on the marking scheme. In case they'd have on the marking scheme anything to take marks off us for not having. Now in this case they didn't, but we just always want to put the units on towards the end of the question. And that's the end of question 1. As always, students, I will see you in the next one.